Okay.
Okay, look at that. We're
There you
being
go.
Yeah.
Got it. Click on got it.
Yep, I got a,
It's going now. Before it only go to there.
Yeah, click on got it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Still
It's
up?
on your own screen, Roger. You got to agree to it.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, what a
It's
long.
rare I'm a backseat
So now we
driver.
gotta go. So now we gotta go to YouTube. Paul, hey, look at that. Paul Murray's live.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a good job we've got all these experts on how to go live on YouTube present, isn't it?
Right?
Okay.
unbelievable.
How do you guys took
Hey,
so long?
Dave Ennis.
Hi, Easy Joe.
I got music playing in my ears. I don't know where it's coming from.
Dave Ennis, how you doing?
I've been at this for.
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Roger?
Not bad.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Paul.
I've been at this for a half hour to try to go live.
Yep.
Paul Hodges was right with me right from the beginning. It just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There
What,
we
you gotta go
go.
back outside?
Hey, AZ Drone Dude, good morning. Or good afternoon, sorry.
AZ, good evening. Well, it'd be afternoon for him in Arizona.
I don't know what the hell you're clicking on, Paul. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm just, I got you back. You're back on standby? What is he on?
Oh, we're not on standby. We're live right now.
Which one I just click on then?
We don't know where you're at, Roger. AZ Drone Dude's here in the chat saying hi.
Go to your notifications, Roger. Click on that one.
Yeah, I know it's smart because you know that. Well, hold on, I'll show you. Screen share. You see, this is what I got on my page right now.
It's not up yet.
Oh, you're into, he doesn't have. I can't see what he's
That's why I
trying to
just
share.
clicked on it. What the hell?
Oh,
No?
we
Okay,
can't see what you're
There it
sharing.
is.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
that one. That's what I was clicking on.
I think that was an old one. I don't know.
And that's probably the old one, Roger.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
My page right now.
Some kind of a
Same
snap.
team you guys were talking to all day. Yeah.
Hey, you guys, you think my dog was cold today?
Nope. Not laying on the heater, she wasn't.
Oh, yeah, got him shaved. Her hair.
No, that's Gracie.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's Gracie. She was sitting there. Vader, he was right here a minute ago. Where'd you go, Vader? Oh, but I got the cat sitting on the chair behind me.
Okay.
There's Vader. He got a
Oh,
haircut.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
You got a haircut, all right,
Yeah.
and a nail
Yeah.
trim too, right?
Yep, nail
Yeah.
trim, new scarf, everything. Yeah.
New scarf.
Scarf. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go out and see Bonnie in a couple minutes. I just well, kind of hoping to be on for a few minutes, but
Well,
Paul messed that all up.
Guys, the report how it went today.
Oh, that went good. Yeah, everything's good there. We got her in and everybody seems nice there so far. So lots of people come in and introduced themselves to us. And
Good.
so that went good.
Good.
Now,
And she has a roommate.
yep, but it's sort of a half wall between them, like, doesn't go the full length,
Right.
but then there's a curtain. Okay.
Okay.
But they can peel it back, and I don't know if she's gonna be able to see the lady or not, but we'll see. So anyway, it's the school bus. Anybody want to guess how many kids I had in my bus this morning?
5.
4.
Well, you're
Oh.
close. I had 6 this morning and 4 on the way home.
Oh, well. Okay.
So
You know,
because of the COVID thing.
Yep. Yeah, the kids have to be vaccinated to be on the bus right now
Okay.
with what's going on. So grade 7 and 8 have been vaccinated, some of them.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, this week anyways. And we have a mini bus that runs from West Lorne down to the school I go to. It's been canceled altogether until Monday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, Chris Jackson.
Chris
Yeah.
Jackson, how you doing?
Hi, Chris.
Mr. Chris.
Hey, Chris.
You already wrecked $100 pair of headphones. You ain't jumping up here again.
Well, I got my new phone. It's like a freaking brick though. It's heavy.
Okay, finally you got it. Nice.
What did you get, Paul?
It's a Galaxy 23 or something.
Quit. Go. Let them.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's
It's
serious.
Samsung Galaxy A32 5G.
Yeah.
You did by the same company you had?
Yeah.
Not bad little phones. They work for, they're reliable.
It was
Well,
it was expensive too.
What, wasn't it 75 bucks?
250.
Oh yeah, real expensive. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Chris Jackson.
People are paying up
Everybody
the.
doesn't spend $1,100 like you do. my
That's
kind of
it.
guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had some that were $79 and they were off the wall brands and stuff. And my theory is this will probably be the last cell phone I ever buy in my life. So might as well get the top of the line.
Dollar
Which
Betty
one?
breaks it within a month, guys.
So which one did you get, Paul?
The Galaxy, the Samsung
Oh.
Galaxy
A32,
32,
Gig.
A32
Yeah.
5G.
yeah,
Oh.
5G.
No, 5G one. Woo-hoo. Look, lightning fast. Zoom.
No,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
not.
Oh.
They're not at all. I didn't actually notice a difference from the 4G to the 5G or nothing.
Well, I know one I got is 5G and she's faster than my bloody internet anyway.
Well, yeah.
Anything's
cell
faster
phone-
than my
Your
internet.
cell phone isn't ran by Bell Canada, is it?
No, Rogers.
I seen Bell Canada was live earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Bell Canada was live earlier. They were doing a live stream of snow.
About snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Len, how you doing?
Any,
Gotta figure it out. Yep, exactly, Lynn. He'll figure it out. Either that or he'll end up breaking it. And like I said, I gave it a month, Lynn. Dollar bet.
Yeah, you,
Either gonna break it or he's gonna brick it. One of the two.
Did the guy at the store transfer everything onto your phone that you had your old phone?
yes,
Phone?
yep, yep.
Okay, there you go. It's all done.
All of the contacts are there yet.
Did you say what's all this drone software about?
Well, the thing of it is he said that it's transferring all your apps over to your phone. So your phone may be adding some of your stuff for the next several hours. So
Okay.
You're talking to you there, Hodges. She wants to know how Bonnie's move went.
not bad, Len, not bad. Going back out there right shortly. I took a TV out and, but it can only be connected to cable. And if I sign up for cable there, it's through Rogers and probably about $80, $90 a month. I said, nah, I don't think so. So, but I've got a 32-inch Roku TV. It's got, my Prime Video on it, all that stuff. It's got
Mhm.
live TV too, Roku, and they got free internet. So, like free Wi-Fi.
get
So-
that hooked up for
There
you.
you go. Yeah.
So yeah, for what she watches, that'll be perfect. So
Yeah.
Chris Jackson said, "Don't hold that 5G against your head, Paul. It'll make you hallucinate."
but
Hi, Len.
Yeah. Well, I sent Lynn an invite. We'll see if she shows up.
yeah,
Okay.
5G conspiracy theories are coming out now.
Hey, Mike, what'd you find out about that motorhome?
Haven't got I talked to him, but he doesn't have pictures yet because he hasn't started cleaning it up.
Oh, okay.
What, you want to buy another motorhome?
Might. It's only
So how you gonna do with
$7,400.
Hey?
I can put this one places.
Ah.
You could have cut the end off the other one.
Yeah, this one's only 35 feet. And it's only $7,400, okay? But you look up the value on it on that Imperial, and they're valued out somewhere around $100,000.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, if
top
you
of
can
the,
buy it
that's
for-
top of the line then, like 100 grand, like, mint
Yeah.
condition, but this has
Yeah.
got less than 70,000 miles on it. I believe it was a 94 or something
And
like
it's
that.
diesel too, right?
No, it's a 454.
Oh, 454 gas. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Hey, did you guys see all that rain they're having on BC right now? That mess?
Yeah. it's
Not
getting pretty
personally, but I've
bad.
seen it on the news there earlier. They're talking
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Well, I got two friends that live in Merritt, BC,
Yeah.
and it's underwater. They had to evacuate. There's 7,000 people.
Wow.
What, does nobody own a boat?
No, guess not. You're in the middle of the mountains. Why would you want a boat? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the whole town had to evacuate. There's 7,000 people. The
Oh.
closest
JD?
place they can go is Kamloops, and they were saying that
If they evacuated
There's
higher
only-
elevation
there's
mountains,
and
then,
there's only one road going out. All the other
Yeah.
roads are all washed out.
yeah. But
And
if
there's
you're
some, and they said there's what, 80 to 100 cars stranded in some place from a mountain slide, and
Mhm.
another part of the road's washed out. They can't get them out of there.
Yeah, but if they evacuated from up and high in the mountains where your friends live or whatever, and they're going downhill in the Kamloops, I mean, that's only gonna be so long before that's evacuated too, so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Kamloops is on the water too, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, but anyway, so. Well, guys, I gotta load up things here, and I'm gonna go see Bonnie because her friend's gonna meet me there about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, Paul.
I gotta take a TV in. I got a picture I want to take in and stuff, but
Yep.
Are you taking one of the puppers with you?
not tonight. No, not tonight. Trying to carry a picture and a TV and a dog just ain't gonna work.
Oh, I could see the disaster happening.
Yeah.
You know the dog has legs, right? They can walk itself.
Take
Yeah,
care, Paul.
Yeah, that trip over
Yep.
the leash, right? I
Yeah,
killed myself.
yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's okay.
Tell Bonnie hi.
Yeah, well, guys,
Yeah, I hope she
Look-
likes it.
yeah, we'll see you.
Take care.
We'll see you in the morning, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul. Everybody, check out everybody's channel. Make sure you got them supported and don't forget to hit that like button for Paul. Does help out his
Hey, how's
channel.
it feel to be back home?
I suppose I hit the like on the other one. Did I do it on this one? Yeah, I did.
I know you were here this morning, but I was kind of in and out, but
Who are you talking to?
David,
Huh? Yeah,
David.
David, you get
No,
your
I
tractor.
was only away for the weekend. Just a
Yeah, I
normal
know.
weekend.
today's Monday, so,
Yeah,
So
it's-
when you go away for the weekend, what do you get back, like late afternoon on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a question too, David. Do you got like a whole playlist like labeled depressing music to make people on YouTube fall asleep to?
I just play chilled music. I got wrong the other day for playing something too bright and breezy with my drone footage.
Trying to watch 18 minutes of that with that freaking going. It was almost like depressing as tap. So like brrr, when it starts out, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I made it through it though, buddy. I made it through. Only solar powered bridge I've ever seen in my life. No.
That isn't solar powered,
I know.
but it does look like, from the air there, it did look like they were panels, but they're metal grids. I
Oh,
presume they use them to, lift up and do maintenance or whatever.
oh, okay. Yeah, it looked like there were solar panels.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe that operates the bridge lights at night or something, because I don't see it being enough power to operate the bridge.
I
That's pretty
think
cool.
when it first was built, it was steam.
Yeah,
They decided that was impractical, so they went to a diesel
yeah.
engine.
free energy. Yeah, that's impractical as hell. Steam.
And what would you call it? Come on, brain. Now it's electrical.
Yep, electric over hydraulic or just electric
I think it's hydraulic actuators, but they're electrically operated.
rated. Yep.
Yeah, the pumps and what have you are all electric.
I was hoping you were gonna catch one of them boats going through that lock, come up and come out of there. I don't know if you have enough flight time. I don't know how long it takes for that lock to change over.
Probably I'd have had to just got there as the boats hit it, and then I could probably linger as long as it takes to get through.
Oh, okay, it does take that long there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking the ages and stuff of that bridge. I was, holy crap. Rebuilt in 1832. What the?
It was a cracking day for everything. You know, it'd been raining the day before. We landed there overnight.
Yeah.
We got up in the morning and it was like you saw, flat calm and
Yeah, a
lovely
little over.
light.
Yeah, a little
So-
overflow.
Just went for a fly and then
Well, I seen that too, like where the road turns into like part of the river overflow where it separates off between the two.
that pathway further up the canal path. Yeah, it was. It's just an overflow for the canal so that it doesn't flood the gates and damage the gates.
Mhm.
But he,
I wouldn't want to be
just-
driving across that sucker when the water comes.
it's what do you call it? They advise you don't walk across it, but I mean the cars that go down that road know that better than anybody when they can go and when they can't. It's
Yeah.
But,
Hey,
yeah.
JG. hang
Till
on
some
to-
redneck like me shows up with a 65-foot camper.
Well, you could have parked across it.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, are you planning on using your motorhome at all this winter, Mike?
Oh, I don't ever plan on it. That's just, those are random situations I get informed of.
Oh, so you're just the driver tender.
Yep.
I see, okay. So it's really the wife's motorhome with your
Yep.
name.
Yep.
Always
That's how that
right.
went.
That makes sense.
I wouldn't have bought that monstrosity for myself.
Just too big, huh?
Well, that's way too fancy for how I'm used to camping. But now that I've done it and I've slept in it that one night, oh yeah. Good God.
Yeah, 65 foot is too long. Yeah, Lynn.
Yeah. Just a little bit, Lynn. Hey, it keeps us from having to camp around the area. So my parents call and ask us to go camping 20 miles down the road. Can't do it. Won't fit. It's got its upside. The in-laws want to use it to sell corn.
What?
Yeah, they want me to bring it to the mall parking lot and park it sideways so they have a place to go in and warm up while they're selling corn out of my youngest brother-in-law selling corn out of the back of a pickup truck trailer down there. That's how he raises money to buy his games and the other stupid crap he wants. He comes out and picks sweet corn and sells it. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, I'd say that's a little bit over the top.
Yeah. I'm like, who's gonna pay you that kind of money for corn when you got a giant camper sitting behind you? How many people are you gonna miss not being out there too?
Yeah, exactly.
I gave them our canopy shelter. They can set that up. One of those instant up shelters with the 4 walls and crap on them. Yeah, selling corn, Lynn. He's a young kid. He needs to do something. You make quite a bit of extra money selling corn out of the back of that pickup.
Now, you sell sweet corn, right?
Yep. Bodacious and peaches and cream.
I take it that was names of sweet corn, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was just sort of sweet corn and sweet corn.
There's
Sweet corn.
varieties. There's varieties. It's just kind of like levels of sweetness, pretty much. That peaches and cream is real sweet corn, like really sweet. Bodacious is a little more normal. Peaches and cream's my favorite. Yeah, exactly, Lynn. Hey, Drones
Hi,
863.
Justin.
What's going on, Justin?
Hey, Justin.
Send him a thingy if you want to, Roger.
I mean, or if you don't want to.
In what?
I always forget how it's labeled, or else I could have sent him one. Starts with an S, stanky leg Justin something at Gmail or something like that.
Just sent you an invite there, Justin.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Carpenter Rick.
Hey, Rick, my nephew.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, Roger.
Hey, Rick.
Oh, I think our camera's getting dark, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and change it over. The nighttime stuff doesn't show up very well. I mean, it's okay, but
Yeah, it looked really cool earlier with all the lights.
yeah. Yeah, it does. That's really nice.
Peaches and cream is the best one. Yeah, a lot of people like that one. We plant a lot of that. We do a lot of the bodacious too. That's one of my favorites. It ain't as sweet.
Hi, Recovery One.
You get more like the yellow and white in bodacious. More savory than it is sweet. Roll that on a cold stick of butter and salt the hell out of it. Oh yeah, that's my kind of corn.
Peaches and cream, yeah.
With a load of butter and salt on it. It doesn't matter what's in the middle.
I eat my popcorn the same way. My popcorn
Oh,
needs
I
life
like-
jackets.
Usually those fall fairs and festivals, they have the corn, and they peel it back, and then they just dip it in that butter and salt the hell out of it and hand it to you.
Yep. I seen one I gotta try. They were they coated it in mayonnaise and then sprinkled it with some kind of Mexican seasoning.
Recovery One Drones, how you doing?
Hey, Recovery One.
Hey, Recovery One Drone.
I'm just
How are
gonna
you?
turn my cam off because I'm gonna eat something there.
Okay, Roger.
I ate all my supper, so I'm allowed to pudding.
You're still with
Better-
us. Yeah.
Please don't tell me you're eating bread pudding, Roger.
No.
Oh, regular pudding? Okay,
Mhm.
all right. We'll let that slide.
David, are you still with us, buddy?
I'm here, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, Dave.
Dave, are you still here? Yep.
Yep,
yeah.
yep,
Okay.
and yep.
It almost looks like your camera's showing us the backstage at some place, like a burlesque. We
It
see the
is.
curtain and everything,
It is. I couldn't tell what that is that we're pointing at. Oh, are we in the desk again?
Yeah.
Oh. Mayo and paprika, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right, JD. I think that's about what it was. Mayo and paprika. It was mayo and something.
Carpenter Rick says hello to Dave and David.
Hello, Carpenter Rick.
Sarah peppers the crap out of her corn. I've never done that either. It doesn't look right to me.
Carpenter Rick, what's your favorite drink? Just one drink?
Oh, I'm like, where's this going? I was waiting for a punchline, Roger.
I have a hard time remembering the other phone to take it with me. This thing is like you need almost a suitcase strap.
Come on.
Tim
I
Hortons.
guess I can't say much. When I bought this
Coffee?
one, when I bought the 21 Ultra, I had to buy different pants and stuff that actually had a pocket that would fit this damn thing.
Coffee. Okay.
Rick's going to get some coffee.
No, he was answering Roger.
Oh,
Roger asked him what his favorite drink was.
hey, Justin, how's it going?
Good. I've been trying to join them freaking live for like the last 5 minutes, but for some reason, every time I clicked on the link, my computer was downloading it.
Yeah, we've been having problems with it. It took me a half hour to get it up and running.
One of the first times in a while, my laptop actually brought it right up.
And then I just got a message, your CPU usage is affecting the meeting. What?
Quit downloading so much porn.
That is hilarious, Mike, but honestly, I don't download anything on this computer. Like, I don't use it for anything but just doing lives. That's it.
You got a young boy that lives in your house, though, don't you?
Yeah, I have seen some stuff on his phone and his search engine.
Hey, Mrs. Desmond. Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Hey,
all
Lindsay.
right.
It took me a minute to remember the name. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay, how are you doing tonight? How's David doing tonight?
Hey, Lindsay.
No, down, huh?
He was complaining about you this morning, Lindsay. He said you definitely don't bring home enough biscuits.
No chance.
She brings loads, but they're always for other people.
That's because they're disgusting.
That's because they're disgusting.
One sec.
And Mike, you're on Facebook, right?
Lynn says hi. She's gone.
Hey, Mike, Justin asked you if you were on Facebook.
What's that?
You're on Facebook.
Yeah, not on Facebook. I'm on Messenger, but not Facebook itself.
TikTok, Flip Flop, Facebook, all them things.
Yeah, I'm not on the actual Facebook site though. I'm only on Messenger.
Let me see.
Yeah.
If I-
Rick, it's always the same. It's just the depth that varies.
Mhm.
What's your last name?
You kidding me? What are you trying to dox me now or what?
Oh,
See
so
how
I
much
can
inf-
send.
So how much
Oh,
information
so I can
we
send
can
you
put out
Send you a
on the internet?
message.
So I
Albrecht.
can send you stuff.
Yeah, Albrecht.
Yeah, Lynn would like to have those biscuits.
That's definitely not you.
She had an English grandmother that she used to take care of Lenny, and
You do have another live open, like waiting to start too. That is weird.
yeah, Bronner's over here in Michigan is a big Christmas village type of place where it's about the size of a Walmart, and it's all full of all different kinds of Christmas stuff for sale, and it's 24/7, I think, 365 days a year.
There you go, Justin. I just put a link for you in the chat. You can click on it.
Okay.
Rather than explain to you what I'm wearing and all this other crap. That's one of
Yeah,
them anyway.
The guy I was looking at, yeah, he was like fucking. I was like, that's definitely not him.
My dad.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
He's going to send you some of that porn he doesn't download.
Yeah.
No, I just know Mike appreciates occasional comedian video, so I figured I could send him stuff.
Oh yeah. I have a branded account too with the WTF Mike name and all that, but I haven't really used it much.
We've got a website. They're bound to have had a website.
Well, I got my OnlyFans page up and running.
Lynn, David, and anybody else that might be interested, Lynn put the link in there to Bronner's, so you can kind of see what she's talking about. That usually is a mecca for all the ladies here. Go to Bronner's this time of year.
The heck is that? No, now I gotta go back to your screen and look.
There you go. I'm
Test.
back.
That's really what you wanted to send, test? Really?
How's it going, Roger? Are you finish your dinner?
Well, I just had my dessert.
Oh, okay.
That goes down good. Now I'm a good cup of coffee.
Yeah. Now you don't usually drink hot cocoa at night, do you?
No,
What?
Just in the daytime.
I take 2 in the mornings about. I used to take 1, but I'm taking 2 in the mornings now, so. I take
Oh.
1 less coffee and I take 2 hot chocolates.
Holy crap, that place is huge.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's got
That's-
it's like a huge Christmas mall. I mean, it's
That's
all
right there in Port Huron?
It's about it's northwest of us,
Oh, in Frankenmuth.
Frankenmuth, which is just north of Flint.
Oh, yeah, good area. Great, yeah. Well, you can get a catalog.
Yep.
Yeah, I will not be bringing Sarah there, Lynn. Nope.
What you do is you pack Sarah up in the big motorhome and you come over and Lynn will meet you there. She'll give you the tour.
Mhm. I'll drop Sarah off and turn the motorhome around. Call the bank and have her put a limit on her card. We'll be all right.
Hi, Lynn. I didn't have the chat pulled up. I didn't see your message.
Oh, I swear to God, you start sending me Yellowstone stuff, I'll fucking block.
No,
you.
that's hilarious. That one, well, you'll have a laugh on that one. That one's pretty funny.
I'll watch it when I can turn the video up.
That's a weekend rancher right there.
Then we got Zenders. Now what do you got, Lynn?
They're
Everybody
big
goes to
on
Brown.
chicken and stuff. Yep. That's the other stop you make in Frankenmuth.
The giant chicken store? You kidding? There's a nice RV park in Frankenmuth. I'll take your word on that.
Oh, there's a nice RV
Oh.
park in Frankenmuth, Mike.
That's what I read there. Hey, that place looks quaint.
Well, people come from all over the world to go there. I mean, you could be there and there'd be a whole bunch of tourists from Japan or Italy or whatever.
That's a restaurant, huh? Wow. Good God. That was fucking loud. Whatever that was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Roger's phone.
I put it in the private chat there for you, Justin.
That's a restaurant, huh?
Place is huge. They all are huge. I mean, it's a little town all built around this, the Bronner's on the south side and the restaurants downtown.
Zender's Restaurant.
That's really cool.
160 years. Wow. I don't know about having Thanksgiving supper there, but that is freaking cool.
Hey
Hey,
guys, Paul, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I just got
Okay.
a phone call from my son. He needs me, so.
All right, big guy.
Okay, listen, take gloves if you guys are gonna get rid of the body, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Later,
Hi,
Roger.
Roger.
Bye.
Thanks, Roger,
Yep.
for all the
Good
help.
day.
Okay,
Hey,
bye.
JD.
Bye.
I always wanted to check that place out.
Did you hear they shut down south of the border? Have you ever seen that place that's down by North Carolina?
No.
It's like a big place like that, just in the middle of nowhere. And it was like all Mexican themed. But it's been around for
Oh.
years. I guess they just shut it down.
Oh, COVID, take it out kind of thing.
Honestly, I don't know. My wife was telling me about it and she said she wasn't sure what the whole story behind why they shut down was. But it was popular back in the day. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they had like this big ass, like 80 or 100-foot tower you could go up in, and it looked like a big sombrero at the top and everything. And it was like a lookout tower.
Yeah, Frankenmuth is quite the place. I think that you ought to take the little wifey and head over there, Mike.
I think Paul's got some kind of affiliate link for him or something. Pushing that business over there.
No, I know he would get a lot of kudos from the wife if Sarah got a chance to go to Bronner's.
I don't know about how many kudos from her would make her mom jealous as hell. My mother-in-law.
That's another bonus.
That'd be about the only reason I'd go. I like Christmas and all, not that big much.
I mean, the whole place is full of animated, almost full-size animated elves and Santas, and buy this and buy that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
How do you know they're full size, Paul?
Well, in my estimation, anything about between 5 and 7 foot is, in my mind, full size. So
Yeah, okay.
Frankenmuth directory. There's a whole directory in the. Well, I suppose it would need a directory that large.
yeah. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I wouldn't know. Maybe Lynn could tell you. There might be a video montage of Frankenmuth.
Yeah, the Glockenspiel is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Great big glockenspiel downtown where the figures are at least 3.5, maybe 4 foot tall going around, and they're doing the little thingy, and they go
Yeah.
around.
Well, like all out Christmas village.
Yeah.
No, that'd be about enough to put me in a mental institution. Sarah would love that place. I bet you she would, because it would drive me crazy.
No, I think we would give that a miss on a visit.
Well, if you ask Lynn, Mike, she could send all the information to Sarah for you.
Well, I can show Sarah all the information.
So, David, did you get a chance to fly this last weekend at all, or?
Oh yes, yeah. Not
Good.
not just my high flying normal stuff. I had to come down low level, and some of the footage you can actually, when I turn the drone, you can see that it's a little bit lower than me, and you're looking back up to where I'm stood to fly.
Ah,
Oh, see?
And then I
Never mind.
went up and out. And then at the end of the second video, there's a demonstration on why you don't rely on auto landing to land the drone. I just brought it down and then slid it out of the way because it was quite happily coming down, even though you could see that the human eye could see it was going to hit a tree. The sensors just weren't picking it up.
Oh,
Like John with his Skydio.
yeah.
The sensors just can't, they're not going to pick up twigs and what have you. So I just slid it out of the way and brought it down. And you can see how close I was to the tree. And if I'd left it alone, you would have seen.
oh yeah. Yeah, I clicked on that link when I was looking at it. Well,
Hey, Mike, you can do like that one guy did a couple weeks ago on the internet. He told his wife, he said, I'm going to take you somewhere really expensive tonight. Spent
up to
like
the
2
gas
hours.
station.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
spent like 2 hours getting ready, and he takes her to the gas pump at the gas station.
So, David, over there in Scotland, is pretty much all the leaves off the tree now, or?
There's still
Oh.
some, the
Yeah.
evergreens
that.
are obviously still haven't, but some of the
Yeah.
others are, the deciduous, they've dropped most of them. We need another good blow to get rid of the rest.
I was gonna say not by the video we posted, but I forgot that was done early October.
That was about 5 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you said the dates on there.
Mike, your leaves are pretty much done, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Pretty much. It looks like a great restaurant. It's awesome, Lynn. It's all the same, like you were saying. It's all homemade, everything else. There's no such thing as single servings at that place. So,
No, it's all family style, man. They just bring it out in bowls.
yeah, Stroud's is that way. Yep. It's
Yeah.
freaking huge. Yeah.
What are we looking at in Dave's camera?
The side of the desk that we're in and a part of the wall. His nightstand is what you're looking at. That's the line.
Oh, okay.
He's got the phone inside the nightstand there.
And I can't tell if he's vertical or if he's horizontal.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, Dave's horizontal, but he's got us inside the nightstand. He's laying in bed listening.
Are you still with us, Dave?
No, JD, we went to the one, we go to the one down there in the Kansas City area. We go down to that one.
Sounded like he was sleeping a minute ago.
Oh, he was snoring a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
The YouTube video on Bronner's is awesome. They definitely know how to decorate. Oh God, yeah, it looked like it just by that picture. I don't want that light bill.
Well, you know,
Yep.
people have gotten a lot lazier these days with the decorations because now they just get the projection lights and it just projects all across their house. They don't really have to put up a whole lot of lights or anything anymore.
Yeah, but those look really cheesy when you see them when you're driving by.
Well, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, they at least get a 3 for doing something. There's so a lot of houses you go by nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I do. I'm on the 0 side of that scale for outside decoration.
David, do you decorate for the holidays there?
Bar humbug.
Not even a wreath on the door,
Bar humbug.
Yeah.
huh?
Not my wife, do. We have a damn tree in every room of the house.
Well,
When
when
they-
I used to decorate, Justin, my light bill went up to about $1,100 a month for 2 or 3 months.
Jesus.
I buy it. All right, JD, I'll do that.
Dave is snoring.
Yep. Exactly, Lynn. Yep. There's tons of nice restaurants down by the stockyards and stuff. And the little shopping centers and stuff we visit, the people are actually pretty friendly around there. Until you get into the inner part of Kansas City, and then they're freaking, good God, I hate those people.
Now, JD, you're close to Kansas City, or are you close to Frankenmuth?
Close to Kansas City. He said he's only 20 minutes from that Stroud restaurant there. So
There you go.
he's in Kansas City. Well, that restaurant's just up out on the hills and pulling the hills out of Kansas City. So
Yep. You know what I found interesting about Kansas City is state line goes right through the middle.
through the
of
middle of the damn thing. Yeah. Yeah. Paul decorates enough for both of us.
When we used to go away in the caravan, we put lights up and what have you around the van and the awning and what have you. But
Oh,
since Lindsay's mum's died, Christmas doesn't mean the
I do
same.
that. I do that. Well, ours has all the lights built into the camper and all that, and like the party mode up for the outside. Little colored flashing lights and all this other crap that go on the outside when you turn it on. But I took the round rope lights that are waterproof,
Yeah.
and I run them all the way out from the camper door and everything. So even when the lights are off, I can find my drunk way home through the door. I just follow the one color rope lights all the way up.
You can get them to strobe like a landing light.
Yeah.
They do a cool little parade down here every year with everybody's golf carts and side by sides.
Yeah.
People do some really cool decorations on them, and then
Yeah.
they do a parade of them.
people started to get greedy in this. I mean, I talk about them now with the pandemic on and everything, getting greedy and putting their prices up. And it started 20 years ago when people started realizing that people were prepared to come out in winter with their trailer caravans and their motorhomes and what have you. And even people in tents. So the prices
yeah.
went up.
Yep.
Prices went up, yeah. And we moved, Aviemore was the big place to go, but the council site there was closed down and the McDonald's hotel chain moved in there. And they put 6 log cabins in place of the, the caravans there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just the caravans and motorhomes. In the trees of this campsite in the winter, you couldn't go in there because it was full of tents. You had to navigate your around. There was the young kids that went up snowboarding and skiing and whatever up Cairngorm because they couldn't afford anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they thought that was going to translate to people going in to McDonald's hotels.
Did you say McDonald's?
McDonald's, yes.
Like the
not
restaurant
McDonald's, not
Oh,
McDonald's.
I was like, I didn't know they had a hotel chain. What the fuck?
Not the yellow bloody M McDonald's, no.
Oh,
McDonald's
okay.
hotels cost a lot. They're upmarket hotels.
Yeah. It's like our Hiltons.
Well,
okay.
there was a Hilton in Aviemore as well. But the brain's not working. They closed all that down, so we moved it out to Grantown on Spey, and that was when the guy in Grantown realised he'd got all this business from Aviemore. Up went his prices.
Oh, I bet. I think Dave's Ennis is trying to send us an SOS light on the ceiling there or something. Every now and then it flashes and then it goes away for a while. And then there's some bright flashes up on the ceiling and then it goes away for a minute.
Yeah, not seeing that.
Yeah, there it is now.
No, it's just dark on mine.
Oh, yeah, there's the white circle there. It just went off. There it flashed. There it went off.
I'm gonna pin him.
There it's on again. There it's off.
Good evening.
Hey,
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew,
Glorious.
how's it going, buddy?
Good and yourself.
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, that it is.
Did you get your walk in?
Yeah.
Good for
Audrey
you.
and I went a little bit of cool rain, but anyways, made it. So then I had supper and fell asleep on Xenia's lap watching TV and just woke up. So I'm still trying to come to and make sense of the world. So yeah.
Yeah, you sounded a little somber when you were saying hello. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to look like I got my shit together right now, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still wondering at what age that's supposed to happen because
Yeah.
Roger had to go and help his son with something, last minute call.
Oh, yes. She had mentioned something earlier today that he might have to go. So, oh, well. What
Well,
do
we
you guys?
told him to make sure to wear gloves and don't leave any DNA around there when the investigators come, you know?
Jesus. Oh.
Well, we don't want anything to happen to our Roger, you know?
No, we don't. That's for true. For true. Go. You have one vivid and active imagination, Paul. Is that the way I should say?
But Roger doesn't, well, his son drives a pickup truck, so I guess they could do that, but they couldn't load the Roger's trunk up with
Oh God! Now you got me thinking of Free Willy. Will you stop? That's exactly what I got in my head. Hey, Lynn, how are you, sweetie? Hang with JD. What's going on?
yeah,
I
JD,
was-
your guys' downtown is nuts. I hate downtown Kansas City. The worst drivers in the world.
Well, what's almost hilarious is because I lived out there for about 2 years, and if it were to snow and like we just fluff it off, it's just okay, snow. They have a code red, and you can't. You're not supposed to be on the road.
Yep.
Mhm. But you have a lot of people that don't know how to drive into it because they don't deal with it every day. You got a lot of people with summer tires on into it, which they're not used to handling. So yeah, for you guys, for us, like that's used to it, it's just another day. But to them, yeah, it can get pretty treacherous.
Mike,
What else?
Mike, it's bullshit. It never happened.
Won't feel better then.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got pulled over one evening about 6 or 7 o'clock out there, and the cop says, "I know," because he saw I had Michigan plates on.
Mhm.
Says, but out here, if it starts to snow, you head for home and stay there.
Yeah.
And he said the exact same thing you did, Andrew. People
not
out
you.
there don't know how to drive in
Well, yeah.
rain or snow.
It's not you, it's everybody else. Yeah.
Easy to get killed by somebody else who doesn't know what they're doing on the highway. You know, it's on the boulevard.
Oh, some of those pileups last year were crazy. They had a couple 100-car pileups.
Oh, were you talking like down in Texas when they got?
Yeah,
they got
that,
done? Yeah.
that pileup was insane.
Yeah.
Like an 18-wheeler's just coming in, just crushing everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
People that ain't used to that kind of thing. Yep.
Nope.
And
And
then
once
the
I-
one girl was in the 18-wheeler with the driver, and she was like, "I need to get out of the truck." He's like, "Don't get out. That's
Yep.
stupid,
Mhm.
especially
How
if you're in a
about
truck
that?
that size."
You wouldn't
Yeah.
believe how many people do that. Thinks I got to get out and run over somewhere.
Bad. Just
Yep.
really, really bad.
Hence why I stopped that guy on the interstate on Saturday on the highway and made him freaking pick his speed up doing 20 mile an hour in the snow. Stupid ass. I literally wanted to ask him how long he's been driving truck. I've never seen something so idiotic in my life. I've never passed a semi in the ditch either until then, but
Oh, that's the part I hated about driving in storms the most. Everybody goes right on your ass when you're driving the truck.
I didn't even know he was there.
That's used to. Then you have all of a sudden about 5 people's lives in your hands because the first one goes up, you can't even see him. So you're driving a snowstorm and you don't even know where he is. But then you can see the other ones all trailing behind him, trying to follow. And
Yeah. Well, I
that's
can
nice.
understand. I can understand like 40, something like that. In a 65 mile an hour zone, we're doing 20.
Mhm.
He's doing 20 with his flashers on, and I caught up to him doing 55, and I didn't see him till he's 10 feet in front of me. I wasn't jamming my brakes by any means. I just went over towards the ditch side,
Yeah.
2-lane highway, went right around him on the 2-lane highway, come back on the road and got him stopped. Oh, I was mad.
Wow.
My niece was like, "What are you going to tell him?" I'm telling him he's a fucking move.
Crazy. No.
Then he's asking me all sorts of stupid questions. You got to chain up? No. Got to get your butt moving is what you got to do. You got 80,000 pounds on your truck. You got the weight, not that damn slick.
Mhm. Yeah, unless you're in the mountains, chaining up is not usual. But
What was your favorite trip to make when you were driving, Andrew?
going home.
I was going to say that's an easy one.
To be
That's it.
perfectly honest.
That's every one of them favorite trips. The one to ride home.
I don't know, there was, it was always nice to see places and stuff. It's nice when you're out on the highway. It's when you get into the cities. And back then they were just like, we didn't have GPS. So it's still the old way, calling from phone booths and getting bad directions. And,
Mhm.
there was not much glamorous to it. It was just a miserable job. I mean, and it's in some people's blood and others it's not. And
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't like the stress of going into cities. I didn't. I would be eating Tums and I have a roll of paper towel wiping sweat. You're backing up, God knows where in the seaboard. Everybody giving you the finger and yelling at you, and you're trying to concentrate on what you're doing. If I did the Midwest and mid Canada, that would be different because you have 2.5 days between them. So you have lots of time to just drive, most likely pin to pin there. Cities are newer, so they're not as complicated. Most of the Eastern Seaboard, Canada or US was never made to have a truck in it that size to begin with. So you're where you don't belong.
I find that the areas to the east, especially, the roads are really narrow. But it's like David. I can't imagine driving a big truck in
Well,
David.
yeah. Exactly. I mean, we're talking about 300, 200 years old. There's barely any history here. Those guys got roads they're using that are, 800, 900 years old. Have been redone 4 times.
Yeah,
It's a whole
Just
different
barely.
ballgame.
yeah,
Oh, I
just
give
barely
it
wider than a
any-
horse and buggy, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
I give it
Romans
any-
marching.
44 ton of truck comes hurtling down that road at 60 mile an hour.
Yep.
He's not going to mess about if you don't get out of his way. You don't need to anymore.
I
Like
give
some
it to
pole-
any truck driver. I'll give them credit. The ones that drive in New York City and shit.
Mm.
Oh man, that's insane.
But a lot has changed since I drove. And what's nice is now they doing there's a lot more bigger companies and they do like a 1,000 or 1,500 kilometer intervals with it. You're not going as far. They've also, so you're doing basically a lot more pin to pin and then other trucks just going into the city. There is still semis, but they got rid of a lot of it that wasn't needed. That was that's where it got smarter over time, but that's after I got out of it. They started thinking ahead a bit more because there's no
That
need
would
to have a
mean
bunch of
probably
53-foot
the
trailers.
Dispatchers would be sending 2 or 3 trucks instead of one big ass one, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're letting more B trains on, so they're doing that run as well. So they're all going to depots. Then there's ones that go in, they don't have a bunk in the back of their truck, shorter wheelbase, or they're doing it with more cube trucks going into the city. It just makes more sense. It really does. Because a 53-foot trailer in the east part of Canada, or the United States, has really no business most places being there. There's just no room for it. But there is still some that go down, but not near as many.
Oh, it's all the downtown places should have drop-off hubs outside of their.
Exactly. Exactly. Out on the outskirts, in their techno
Yeah.
parks or whatever, you drop
Yeah.
off, you take a load back, and
And
those
then-
guys.
Yeah, like something like rental trucks or whatever, then
Yeah.
pick it up there, something smaller that could navigate it. Sarah
Plus,
must be-
those guys, then they do it every day. They know the area, they can get in faster. So you take the bunk off a truck and, you're already shortening down your wheelbase. You can back in on a jackknife in a tighter spot where you can't when you have a 70-inch bunk on the back of it.
Yep.
So, but I kind of liked it. Like, I remember one time I went to see ZZ Top play in Austin. Like, I had girls that come, like, I'd go out with, their boyfriends had jobs, stocking shelves at a grocery store, and I was leaving for Austin, so that was kind of fun at the time. And I didn't have to be back home on a Friday, so I'd be just drop me where you drop me, and I'd rent a car or something and go out. But if you're a family, it's a whole different thing. You want to get home.
Can't be conversating with them women of the night then.
What's that?
Said you can't be conversating with women of the
No,
night then.
no, it doesn't. Kind of it might be a free job, but not that free. And truthfully, it ruins a lot of marriages. Let's call it for what it
Oh,
is.
God, yeah,
Long
yeah.
haul. It's notorious. I had cousins all did it. Most of them were divorced because of it. Twice over, some of them.
Now, have you ever drone in Rome, Italy? That's what Lynn says is the worst she's ever seen.
No, Italy is one of the few countries I haven't been to in all of like Western down through Europe all the way down. I haven't gotten there. I bordered it, but I haven't been there. I've been to Switzerland, I've been to Croatia, etc., but not Italy.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's
do-
the areas. That's the areas I want to see.
Not
Switzerland,
Rome, but
Italy,
in Sicily, the football at the end of Italy. There, we were, we named a place Malfunction Junction. It was where 2 main highways came together. Yeah, and there was supposed to be a roundabout. No,
No.
somebody had absconded with the money for the roundabout.
So it was like a huge intersection for bumper cars.
Yeah, oh yeah. The first trip we had there, we hired cars. The second trip, we organised Hercules to take our own Land Rovers, airborne Land Rovers, and they have to cut down on the lightweights. They cut down the bumpers, and so these huge, great knobbly tyres are bare. The Italians hated them. They wouldn't come anywhere near. So we ran 2 Land Rovers and a Sherpa van with all the people in to get to and from where we were going.
Jeez.
Horrible place.
The one place in Italy where all the roads are water, I could do that one. I'm used to both.
Venice is your place.
Yeah.
They
Italian
like Venice.
MOT.
They like Venice a lot.
I wouldn't be the jack wagon with the big wood thing. I ain't doing that.
Annual safety
That's way
test,
too
the
much work.
MOT on an Italian car is horn and brakes. Anything else is meaningless. As long as the horn and brakes work, you're fine.
Yeah. Well, Paris is kind of in the same boat. I mean, even London, from what I've seen, I've been to England, but I have not been to London. That'll be the next time. The lower side. I want to go because Xenia's. How does this work? Xenia's cousin was married to this girl. They divorced but stayed friends. We got to know her, and her husband is a banker in southern UK, and he has a Ferrari, and he does the German run every year with like 60 other Ferraris.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you got to come over, and we'll go for a drive and try it." So I'm really, really planning this out that I can get you and rope him into this whole promise because I want to do this big time. So yeah.
Yep.
I've been to Germany, but not in a Ferrari, and I want to go in a Ferrari.
Yeah, and they all jump on the Autobahn in those large groups and go place to place. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they
exactly.
film it every year. I've watched that a few times.
I think they've done it together though, 7 times now, I think, or something like that.
If you're a Ferrari though, and you jump in that pack, holy Lord.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking to you here. Doesn't matter what you're driving. You could be in a brand new Lambo. This guy over here with this.
I definitely want to take them up on that offer. Like that's one I've made a
yeah.
big mental note about. Yeah. So. And I got to go with Xenia because then she'll keep her company so that we can go. There's the two of us. So I'm planning this strategically out. When is the right time to show up on the door? Is it Lynn, Venice? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like a beautiful place, but that's the only thing I wouldn't be sure about is all that rowboat crap around all over the place. Whatever that guy's called that moves that boat around.
For the gondolas, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they said. Yeah. That's the only thing I couldn't do. I'd have to have a motorized one.
John,
I'm American. I'm fat and lazy, motherfucker. I ain't paddling anywhere.
The outboard sputter.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll make a lot of friends quickly, I guarantee you.
Yeah. He's flying for every no wake zone there is.
I could see Mike tooling around in a jet boat.
Yep. Well, I could see the arrest. I could see the I could see the court hearing, everything.
Yeah.
Find my American consulate right away.
I don't think it's going to help you, Mike. I think he's going to give you the. Nope.
I'll just tell him flat out. I seen it in a movie once. Thought it was legal.
I was thinking Xenia, she looks at a map and she thinks everything is like this wide, so it would take an hour to drive it. We've been to Barcelona, Spain, but not the other side. And she's like, well, yeah, we could rent the car in Lisbon, which is on the other side, of course, on the water, drive all the way down south, all the way around, all the way to Italy into it. It's like 4,000 kilometers. And she's like, oh, it's 850 kilometers to your dad's. I'm like, yeah, that's 4-lane highway most of the way. You're not getting 4-lane highway on this. This is meandering for 19 days to try and get there. Yeah. And I said, what do we do with the car when we get it back? Oh, we'll just drive it back. Yes, because it's only this long, right? That's right. That's a short drive.
The Ferrari race goes through that city in Ireland, in Ireland.
Yeah.
Italy, everybody watches it.
Definitely, yeah. It's the home of Ferrari.
Yeah. Gondolier.
Yeah, gondolier for the gondolas, yes.
Yep.
Hey, David, do they have a lot of like sports cars over there in Scotland?
But you tend not to see them up this far north because you see them, but just the roads aren't suitable.
Yeah.
You're more likely to see a Jeep or some other kind of SUV. But
10 trillion Land Rovers.
Yeah.
Every third vehicle is a Land Rover, I noticed.
Because isn't the UK Jaguar country or?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But saying that, the guy up the road's got one, so yeah, you see them here. But
on the same factor, and you say it's Aston Martin country or something, no?
Yeah, Bentley country and Rolls Royce country.
Get a lot of rollers up in this area with the Queen just living down the road.
Yeah. Well, Shania Twain moved over there too, so that's a sports car in itself. I wouldn't mind.
I thought she was in Switzerland.
Was it Switzerland? I thought she
Yeah,
moved to
she's in
Scotland.
Switzerland.
I thought she bought a big ranch in Scotland.
I too.
Oh, maybe she did
I
too.
drove
I know.
trucks.
I know she moved to Switzerland. She around the same time as Tina Turner did.
Oh, okay.
But I
Howdy,
mean,
drone shots. Howdy, Tim Jackson.
Isn't that where Tom Hanks just moved to?
Could have been. I never heard, but
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Keep track.
Switzerland's a very
Yeah.
wealthy country, and it's very set up for anybody who's wealthy. It's a great place.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's expensive, and they got everything.
Hey, Jody.
Now, Lynn told you, Mike, when you were talking about getting in trouble over there in Italy, they actually put you in a cage over there when you're in the courtroom.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep, I've seen it. I've watched that.
Hey, Tim, how's it going?
You're locked in a cell the whole time the trial's going on.
Croatia, Serbia, all through the Balkans,
Yeah.
they do that. That's
Yeah.
pretty standard.
I watched the one where the guy climbed up the inside of the cell and popped the ceiling thing out, went out over down the other side of the wall and ran off.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, well, that worked out well.
Well, shit, in the US, a lot of courthouses now, you just sit in a room and you talk to the judge through a camera.
Yeah.
If you're already in the jail, yep.
Closed circuit TV, and that's it.
Mhm.
Hey, Bill. Good evening, Bill.
Hey, Bill, Newfound.
Hey, Bill.
Bill,
Yeah, I
Hey.
lived in California.
Are you on break, Tim?
Whatever the heck that says, Link. Somewhere Manitoba.
Catalonia del Strava de Mantova.
Yep, that place. My neighbor's brothers worked at Ferrari and then visited on Sundays. Oh, that'd be sweet. Ferrari is one of those plants I'd love to be able to go through where everything's hand built like that and they all got their own station hand building those things. Oh, that'd
Yep.
be great. To meet people with that kind of craftsmanship on that level.
Most
Not like the
definitely.
not like the rednecks here that I put engines together for GM. But congratulations.
Hey,
I was-
Kim.
You know, there's certain Ferraris that they won't even sell you unless you've owned previous
Oh
models.
God, yeah.
Yeah, you're invited
Yeah.
to buy them. Yeah, like
Yeah.
the 50th anniversary and all them. Yep.
Yeah.
And you had to own at least 2 Ferraris prior to be able to even on the considered.
The Enzo, yeah, was one. You had to own 6 prior ones and they had to be certain ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had to own an F40 and some other ones to get an Enzo.
The maintenance on those things, though, man, I don't.
You can afford a Ferrari, you ain't bitching about.
That's like saying I don't want to buy the Ferrari because it's hard on gas. If you can buy
Yeah.
the Ferrari gas and insurance,
Yeah.
and this will not be a big issue for you. And if it is, you shouldn't buy it.
They ain't gonna start making minivans tomorrow, Justin. Nobody's worried about the goddamn fucking maintenance on
No, but I'm saying, even if I had them,
them.
hi, Kim.
deal with
Oh,
it.
I just pictured the Ferrari minivan in my head. I could just see it.
That nice Ferrari red.
Yeah, yeah. Dodge Caravan and Ferrari red with wings
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The wood
The
paneling
post
down
office
the
should buy
side
them
for the
all up
fancy
here.
look.
Yeah.
The
David
post
says the
office.
post office would buy them all up over there.
Yeah, yeah. I can just see it, the big yellow freaking going up the side of
Yeah.
vinyl.
It'd be like a flamingo and a wild boar having a baby together.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing.
La
man.
Ferrari.
But this is the thing about Ferrari, though, is I've seen people take like Skylines and shit and build them and whoop a Ferrari's ass on the freeway.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I would rather have a car that's worth $30,000-$40,000 and
But that's
have.
not what those cars are. Well, that's probably what you'd sell it for, but what they put into that thing, you could buy a goddamn Ferrari by the time you're gonna beat one
Yeah,
in the race. Yeah.
And secondly, it's a status statement. That's what it is
Yeah.
too. I mean, it's as
Oh,
much
yeah.
of that. It's you can
But
also
it's-
buy knockoff clothes versus paying the $2,000 for a shirt, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's the status that comes with it. The
Or
buying.
$10,000 for a handbag, you know?
Yeah,
By the time you
exactly.
by the time you put $100,000 engine in a Nissan,
Yeah.
you could buy a Ferrari, but it's not just about the sports car and what it does. It's the interiors are immaculate,
Mm.
almost invisible stitching in pristine leather and all that stuff. Nothing you're gonna get in your freaking Dodge Caravan.
Back on the caravan. Back on the caravan. Like, I'm trying to get that out of my head.
I've never brought up a minivan.
You ain't gonna get it in your Toyota Celica either. Well, Jesus Christ. You ain't gonna jump in your mom's Corolla and have that kind of luxury in it.
Like I mean, here in Montreal, I know when I'm talking to the owner when I film that stuff, but it's probably the same everywhere. When they sell a Ferrari, you're going to be given a weekend at one of the most expensive hotels in Montreal, and you're going to be fine dined at one of the best restaurants in Montreal with an isolated service just for buying the car. It's not just buying it; it's the whole
And it's almost when you,
Yeah.
when you go to leave, it's almost a presentation and a
Mhm,
blessing.
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, Paul.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's why I've always wanted to be the James Bond character too, James
Yeah.
Bond himself, because you get free Austin Martins your whole life.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Or you'd be Roger and Kim and get to get an Mavic.
Mavic, yeah.
That's kind of the same
Oh,
thing that
there you
goes
go.
on. You know, it's a dignitary.
That guy with the camera cracks me up, the one in the background every freaking
Well-
time. The
well, you
look on
gotta-
his face.
Well, you just seen Kim. He's still in awe,
Yeah.
so he's taking time to process it.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of those rare sightings.
He's trying to figure out what to put on the file, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
No, see the Middle Eastern guys, they buy the Range Rovers and shit and do the
They
what is
buy-
that shit?
Those really
Put it
wealthy
on
ones
two
buy
wheels.
every damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No,
where
what's
most
that?
high-end products go, is the Middle East.
But what's that famous like shit they be doing on the road where they put the SUVs up on two wheels?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those rich,
yeah.
they're not out there like doing that for the hell of it though. And if they are, that's other people driving that car.
Yeah. They
Kim makes a point. But there was one time I was in buying a car, looking to buy a car, and
Stick a
the
trailer
guy
hitch
was
on it
trying
and
to
haul a
convince
trailer.
me that a Porsche was a family car.
oh yeah.
It's
So
got
then
back
I
seats.
started talking about, oh well, you could always, put a tow ball on it for me, if and I'll take it.
Mm,
At that point, I was escorted out, and I didn't buy my Fiat.
Oh, Porsche does have that SUV now with the tow hitch on it.
yeah.
But this was the Carrera, I think.
Yeah.
But if you have a look at the Porsche and its engine, it's got lots of towing potential with its low down grunt and everything.
Yeah.
The fact that you'd probably end up in jail towing a caravan that fast is by the by. Yeah.
I remember a guy used to be an ex-hockey player. He bought one of those Lamborghini trucks at the time they made for a couple of years in the 90s. All that thing could do was spin. That's all it's good. If you wanted to see gravel fly 45 feet away from it, it was amazing. Anything else, it was just so much torque run through it. It was useless, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
There was speaking of the trailers on the thing, that there is a Lambo that runs around like that pulls a big trailer and then pulls a bike down it just as that's the same as his Lambo.
Well,
He
that's
did a
where they
couple
should take
car
off the
shows
hitch
here.
and beat them with it just for doing it.
Well, then
Well, he's-
there's guys that got those big motorhomes and they've got underneath, instead of having the basement, they have
Yeah.
where you pull it up and it picks the
The
car
car.
up off the ground and slides it in underneath.
Yeah. Got the garage underneath.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw one guy that had that, and it was a little smart car that him and his wife would drive around.
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
fit
Yeah.
right up underneath.
One
it.
second. I'm
Was
gonna
it a
grab
smart
copy.
car? Was it a smart car I saw coming out the back of one of those?
But they do. Smart cars are quite popular with the RV crowd like that for.
Well, because they're so tiny. I mean,
Yep.
you can put them on a little trailer on the back or whatever.
Yep.
Or if you got a toy hauler, they'll pull right up in the back of a toy hauler.
Yep. Definitely. They are made for. And I don't blame them too. You're dragging that thing around. The last thing you want to do is go and try and leave your spot and go anywhere. It's not, if you can afford that, you might as well get the car and enjoy your time while you're there. At
Well, I
least you get
mean,
some
yeah,
freedom.
if it's just you and your wife, I mean, that's a perfect little car just to
Yep.
drive around.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you
Look,
get the
I-
feeling
I'm just
Justin
going.
is waiting for the day when it's just him and the little lady?
I'm counting down the days. You don't have no idea.
He's got calendars with each of the kids' name on it and counts off the days.
Look, my kids will be complaining like they want to eat for the 5th time a day. And I'm like, look, Florida says I only got to feed you once a day. Keep it up.
Jesus.
So David, how's the Desmond doing? You still working on it or?
Yeah, he's the windscreen's getting cleared. It needs to be better than it is, but we're getting there. It's not as much of a priority as it was anymore. I've got other things to do, but we can clear the windscreen now. I need some metal brackets to reinforce the wooden door that Lindsay broke.
But you got the heater set up situated now?
Yeah,
All right.
I ran the extra power in the end.
Weird.
You got to do whatever you got to do, David.
No,
Ne-
I'm not
next
saying
time it
somebody,
needs some-
I'm not saying somebody suggested that beforehand, but I mean. it's-
No, but at the time I just put it all back together so I could go away for the weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's I don't know. You can have a look at it next time it goes in for something major. But there's no point going back there.
No,
Well, you wouldn't go back to that same shop, would you?
It's the guy in the village. It's, one time in 20 years of 3 vehicles. So you can't, I can't be that bad about it.
You're kind. Because he took that thing all apart and everything, and there it sat, and there it sat, and there it sat, and there it sat.
Yeah.
And finally,
he
he
couldn't
said, "Put
figure
it
out
back
why it
together,
wasn't
I'm
getting
picking
power
it up."
either, yeah. He's the only guy in the village. He's busy too, but yeah, if he couldn't figure out why it wasn't getting power. I understand it.
I don't think electrics is his 40 anyway.
He likes the mechanical more than the electric
Yeah.
version.
Electrical's not for every mechanic.
A car
Well, they were
electrics
more than
are
happy to
awesome.
pass off the job to get it out. They just don't want to be bothered with it.
Mhm.
You give me an aircraft diagram with its wiring diagram, and I'll tell you what's going on with the electrics.
Okay, I will.
You give me a car,
All right.
and I'll think I'll know
Mhm.
until I start looking at the wires in the car. What the hell? It doesn't match.
Yep, way two different grades of
Mhm.
airplanes got to be done all in supreme grade A quality and ran a
Yeah.
certain way, and
Yep.
motor just like kind of wherever it fits in an automotive. And it's just lay them in there. Well, we ran out of the red and yellow. We'll change it to the brown and yellow. Nobody will fucking know. And just put it in the loom, run it where it's kind of supposed to be.
It's more like we got cheaper wiring by 0.3
Yeah.
of a cent from such and such, and it's green, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Or the old time mechanics take the green wire and they get a can of yellow paint.
Uh,
Don't
Close
even do that
enough.
anymore. Yeah, we just put a little sticker on it. This wire identified as yellow.
Oh,
Is that
Oh,
Paul
you heard-
Murray's new phone?
no, it's my
Oh, that's yours? Oh,
hard drives encasing starting up.
oh, I thought maybe it was, oh, no, it's past 6 o'clock. I thought maybe it was Paul Murray's computer at 6 o'clock alarm there.
Actually, I'll mute for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And that was that dead man alert on his hard drive.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can only imagine Kim, every time he sees Andrew goes off like that and sees his picture.
Yeah, you can't see that on the other side though. Once Andrew left, you can't see that. The image don't stay up. But he's seen it earlier when he was on with us.
Yeah. Actually, that'd make a great Halloween costume, if you just mount that on you.
A great Christmas card for him.
Yeah.
See it across there already. Merry Christmas from the Canadian Drone Hub. Quit it.
All targeted marketing, by the way, what you were discussing.
Well, I would think that maybe he should be able to make that on his printer. 3D printer, have a 3D one of those.
I suspect he doesn't want a 3D.
I'm going to go
I
with the
suspect he doesn't
Scotsman.
particularly want a 2D one either.
I'm going to go with the Scotsman on that one.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
You should 3D print any of them. It should be him in the back seat of the van. I'd make that-
To finally make that Ferrari slash
Yeah.
Dodge Caravan. I get to see the most hideous thing that God ever created right in front of me.
Big old wing across the back top. of
Bombing
it.
down the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah. Like the freaking the four exhaust tips coming out the back under the license plate and
The big side door lifts up like a Ferrari.
Ferrari, yeah, the gold wing door, side doors.
Fucking underglows on it, sound system.
Yeah.
It's driving by.
You'd probably sell 100 of them in the Middle East. They'd buy them up. Every one of them just call it limited edition. They'd be gone in days. Yeah.
What's that minivan they made for Pike to Peak that was like 1,500 horsepower?
For who?
For the Pike Peak race?
Oh.
They made an all-wheel drive minivan, like 1,500 horse that climbs that freaking Pike's Peak.
I have no clue.
I mean, they came out with a
Okay.
decent mom type car when they did the Hellcat SUV.
There's Marcel. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
That's a good example of
Hey,
a
Marcel.
monstrosity. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. Hey, Marcel.
I think that was a Jeep Trackhawk that had a
Yeah.
Hellcat engine in it.
Yep. Pointless.
man, did we ever have some floods here today?
Well, I've been
What?
Flooding?
What's that?
Lots of flooding, Marcel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I was literally talking about it, I think a couple days ago online
Yeah.
somewhere, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, no big deal, rain, whatever. But literally, we've got Hope, BC, no power, no gas, everything
Yeah.
like that. Merritt, which is close to Hope in BC, totally flooded. The Coquihalla, one of the major highways here in BC, shut down.
Is that where the mudslide was?
Yep, landslides and mudslides. Yep,
Are they still caught those people? There's what 10, they assume 10 vehicles were caught in the mudslide.
at least. Yeah, people left their trailers and stuff because they're probably never going to see them again because of it. It's so bad right there. Our drivers for our job there didn't even come in because they couldn't even get in because of the pouring rain. That's how bad it was. And I'm home early, like 2 hours early.
Well, I've been banned about talking about weather, Marcel. So Andrew banned me from that.
Roger banned? Yeah, he's not here.
No, I said Andrew
Andrew.
banned me.
Oh,
Yeah, he was complaining because it was sunny and 65.
Oh, you wasn't complaining. He was droning on about every fucking day. It's the same weather. Jesus. We get it.
Hello, Hugh. How you do?
Fucking change.
Hey,
Hi,
Hugh.
Hugh.
God.
Hi,
Oh,
Hugh.
God.
Hey, it's the same thing I got to hear every day about the snow. That's all I hear from you guys every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you
You
can
got-
have the snow.
The conversation breaks down every 4 months into another 4 months of droning on about something new. So no, you're absolutely right.
Droning on.
Droning on, exactly. Living up to the hype. What the hell is going on here?
Marcel,
There
your
we go. Hey
comments
guys,
last night were hilarious.
Hey, Hugh, how's it going?
what's up, kids?
Too much you.
Going well.
I can't find the old one, Andrew, but it was the Honda Odyssey was the latest one, but there was an old one that was like 1,500 horse all-wheel drive, but then some people recently took the Honda Odyssey and made it like 600 horse.
Really?
Yeah, climbing Pike's Peak with it.
Well, in all fairness, I mean, the Honda Odyssey is one sexy looking vehicle. It needed that,
Yep.
You know?
Really helping that soccer mom image.
Yeah. It's like it was carved out of an eraser or something like that. It's got-
Did you guys see what he wrote? The only reason FedEx has been holding this package is because the shipper requested it not be delivered till the 18th. So it's just sitting there for no reason.
Wow.
I mean, you think FedEx would want to push it and get it out of their damn system.
Well, yeah. But that's also why FedEx charges about 3 times more than any other carrier because they do shit like that for people.
Yeah, Marcel, Lynn says it looks like it's affecting the highway through hell.
It's not as much because there's a lot more trees over there and stuff, where over in Hope, it's literally called the Hope Slide area. There's a lot of mining that happens over there and stuff. So there's a lot less trees and a lot more just dirt just running down the hills. It's crazy.
Why would they hold it? That's whack. Really, JD? We're gonna start using whack.
And lame.
What's up, G?
Yeah. Wow. It's 1988 all over again.
Mhm.
Mike, I just want to take this time to tell you that you're all that in a bag of chips. Okay?
Yeah. Oh my God, Andrew, gag me with the spoon.
Mike, you gotta put your hat on sideways, real crooked.
Yeah. Or
Drop
look, at,
that zero and get with this hero.
or look at Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Just, you guys wish you were cool as ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, gee.
Let me put it
Oh,
in the
about a
movie.
year and a half ago, my son and my oldest son and his girlfriend were here, and they only know Will Smith from being the most famous actor until I showed them the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That was the
Oh
sign
yeah,
prepared.
Oh,
for.
yeah.
you can get it
That
even
kinda
older
shook
than
him up
that.
a little bit,
Yeah.
didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, his jaw was almost hitting the ground,
Yeah.
seeing what was happening. Yeah.
That'd be so weird to actually be that young to not know who Fresh Prince of Bel Air is. But
Yeah.
Right?
With his,
Definitely.
And even
Have
get
you
older
guys
than that,
noticed-
showed him his first video with DJ Jazzy Jeff there.
yeah.
The summertime music video.
Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, that was after. But
Getting
Mike-
cheap with it's still a winner. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
great song.
Who was the guy that used to dance with the parachute pants and all that?
Mike
stuff?
always has to have a punching bag.
MC
It's my
Hammer.
turn.
Yeah, MC Hammer. Yeah.
It was too legit to quit.
Yeah.
JD, it doesn't take much for them to start telling you about all your shortcomings.
Oh,
Take one wrong thing, and that's all it takes.
poor John.
Oh, get Chris Jackson on. He usually kind of sums it all up if we missed anything.
He literally said whack, and the panel just came in on him like,
Yeah. Sure enough.
Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert.
Back, by the
Kaiser.
way. You got
Hey,
it.
Robert.
That's because I ain't heard anybody say whacking forever, JD.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a minute. And then he followed it up with lame.
It was too cold for her, okay?
That's lame, guys. They're freaking. Who are those kids that wear all their clothes backwards? Wiggity, 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 whack.
Oh,
Crisscross.
crisscross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crisscross will make you jump.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. They didn't use gimmicks back then at all.
Yeah.
Don't
I remember that stupid trend going around. Everybody started wearing their clothes backward. Not happening.
get me started. I'll start singing all the songs.
I was waiting for the trend where they started wearing them off. I thought that would maybe come after the backwards, but it never happened. So
Mhm.
yeah.
It does now. It's called OnlyFans.
Why? Crisscross is on OnlyFans?
Probably. But who knows?
Ludacris? Ludacris is one of the guys from Crisscross.
Hmm.
Just FYI.
Well, I remember when working with Degrassi in that meeting, Drake, and he was kind of popular, but I mean, I don't think even when I met him in those times, he never seen where he was going to be going within a couple of years. And then he just exploded. I mean,
Yeah.
biggest.
He's one of the top selling artists out there.
Andrew, out of all the artists that you have watched over the years, because I know you're into music, which one surprised the hell out of you that they made it to the top? And which one surprised you that they fell to the bottom?
Celine Dion, that's his favorite.
Celine Dion.
Billy Ray
We
Cyrus.
brought back a line of guitarists, Hagstrom, and the owner's son. That we put him behind at the NAMM show in LA, Anaheim, to watch it for an hour. I come back, and he's a younger kid, and I said, who's the guy over there? There's a guy standing there in a trench coat, ratty. Almost, I was kind of worried that he should have been in there and kind of snuck in to look for food. And he said, I don't know. He goes, he claims he was with some band a long time ago, something about getting poisoned or something. And I'm like, you mean the band Poison? He goes, it might be. And that's who it was CeCe DeVille, the guitar player. And I mean, I would have thrown him out for vagrancy had I not known.
Yeah, right.
It was so pitiful, like not even funny. It was just pitiful to see him.
Wow.
Like,
That's too
I
bad.
would've- yeah.
That's what I think of when I see Macaulay Culkin these days. Seen him lately? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them.
He should have a warning sign for small children not to go near him. That's what he looks like.
He looks like a fucking meth head.
Yeah. Well, looks and probably is.
But who surprised you for going up to the top?
Justin
Oh.
Bieber, it's a Canadian fucking hero. God.
I remember going to see a band called Extreme, who I was a big fan of in the 80s. They were back together.
Oh yeah, I remember Extreme. Come on,
And,
Firehouse. Let 'em on.
yeah, and they were really good. They did well. And there was another band open for them that annoyed the shit out of me, so I left. It was a little band called Disturbed, and then after that, they. I thought this is just pointless. Like this is going nowhere. Like they've really hit the bottom of the barrel and who they got here tonight. And then yeah, lo and behold, a year and a half later. I've always said there's more musicians on the street that play 1,000 times better than what's been signed. It's a lot of luck. That's all it is. There's many of those guys, their mother was sick the day of the big break for them. They couldn't make it. That just didn't come around, or doesn't mean just because you're at the top that you're the most talented. Not to take away from what they've done. They're there. They got there for a reason, but there's lots like them. There's just not many spots. But that's what's cool about music today. Sorry,
Scott
just going to say
Aiken
one last thing. If we were to sit around 20 years ago, and if whether you're into country, rock, or whatever, metal, and you sit down and say, what's your top 10 favorite bands? Most of us would have probably picked 7 out of the 10 the same. Where now, because of YouTube, there's such a varied listening audience. People can have, maybe they'll not be superstars like we've had in the past per se, but a lot of them can earn a lot better living at it, doing what they do. And they'll name off what you love at your 10, and you might not even know one of the artists, which is,
So
I
it's,
think,
it's because of the electronic age has
of course.
given a platform to just about everybody that's any good, right?
You don't have 20 old guys that were never into music deciding your fate anymore. You have actual people deciding your fate. And
Well, there's a lot more artists getting
Yeah,
famous.
non-signed artistry is a huge thing now. They make millions on their own. Yeah.
exactly, they'll not be, I think the days of superstars have kind of come and gone, but there's a lot more room for that to be broken down towards 100 more bands instead of one person.
Yeah, I think we're slowly moving out the way and killing off the big record producers.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that's a good thing.
But record producers is what I was going to say. Scott Aiken and Waterman in the 90s, late 80s, 90s, just pumped out. They found a formula. They pumped out band after band after band, which were exactly the same. And the only reason that, people bought into it, and the only people that got rich were the producers.
Yep.
Well, nowadays, too, people from YouTube can get famous and just run their own channel. And
Hey, Russell.
make money off of just their
Hi, Russell.
being on YouTube. Or even like Apple Music, they'll put their music on all the streaming platforms.
All the SoundClouds, all the stuff. Yep.
They don't need a record label to push their music anymore.
But boys, the Apple Music just rakes them over the coals as far as percentages. Like, there's another monopoly that's got to be dealt with eventually. If they're lucky, they're making it somewhere out of the side. Hey, Chuck.
Yep, I agree with that. What's the other? Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
So like Apple Music and a lot of those places have taken the place of just the named producers then.
Kind of, yep.
But they're also taking, they've taken over the big record companies, but they're also taking huge cuts for the playlists. I mean, the artist is making peanuts on it.
You find them on SoundCloud and all the damn ones now, yeah.
Exactly. But which is good too, because you can do kind of crowdfunding, and push yourself. And if you're good enough, you can get out touring a little bit. Well, that all brings in more revenue because tours pay more now. Where before they were just there to promote the album. If they broke even, that's what they wanted. Now they're the cash crop.
Yeah, and YouTube Music does it too. When you have the premium membership, it tells you unsigned artist area.
Yep. I think it's great. I do. It's giving a lot more artists a chance that would have never been heard otherwise. So.
Did you ever at one point, Andrew, think about producing?
No. I was not. I mean, I played and stuff. And
did you ever kick yourself for quitting your band so early?
For what?
Since we're drilling you so much, I said, did you ever kick yourself for quitting your band so early?
No. I mean, I went into truck driving. You got to earn a living, and when you play drums, especially and live in a city, it's very hard to find a place where you can store drums when you're always on the road. So it just worked out that way, and drummers get lucky because there's not as many. So you get into bands even if you're not that great. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I was horrible, but I wouldn't say I was going to become Neil Peart or anything like that, but you always pretty much had a gig if you wanted it because they always needed a drummer. So, but no.
Bands are just hard to keep together anyway because you got different people and different personalities and they're always clashing. Yep. I mean, I've got a friend that's been in 15 different bands in the past 3 years. because
Well,
it just,
It's not just personalities, it's artistic personalities where the passion's 1,000 times higher. And the more better they are at it, the more passionate they are, the more harder they are to get along with.
Mhm.
right.
Guns N' Roses, perfect example. That could have
The
never
Eagles.
lasted for long. Eagles, you know,
Yeah.
there were too individual and too passionate to ever pull that off long term.
You said Guns N' Roses, and I seen Paul Murray's face go blank, and we didn't know who you meant.
I know what you mean. Sharon Lois and Bram never stayed together. either.
Yeah, I know. There was, you know.
I thought Guns N' Roses was an old John Wayne movie. I didn't.
And as for Sharon Lois and Bram, it's too bad, but crack is a hell of a drug. So
Yeah, there you go.
Paul Murray's still upset about the Rat Pack breaking up. I mean, remember it like it was 1937.
throw your girdles on the stage.
And they were
folks.
and the good bands were always sponsored by Studebaker.
Studebaker.
That's yes.
Yep, that third headlight for the spotlight, buddy.
Yeah. That was the early incarnation of a Ferrari and a Caravan was the Studebaker.
This is way before Loctite.
Yeah. way before. That's right. I know it looked good on the side. This car would. Yeah.
Oh, the old Woody.
We already said that. The Caravan bought that back.
Yeah.
That's fucking stylish.
You see the coffee table? You see the car? Are you getting it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have loved to have been seated in those rooms when they come up with car ideas back in that day.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is take this last seat, point it fucking backwards. Watch that.
We gotta sell them the sizzle. We gotta sell them the sizzle.
Mhm.
We gotta sell them. Give them the old Cincinnati push and the 1, 2, 3. We'll get it into their hands. God damn it.
I don't know which person thought of that. I hated that freaking seat. That's a seat I always had to ride in, the one that pointed out the back window, looking at the people driving behind you in the station wagon.
You know what's coming at you when you have a rear end collision. You can see it on.
Yep.
Or it was like the old station wagons that had the 2 jump seats in the back
Yeah.
where you were facing each
Facing each other. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there were them too.
And they were nice to
Ours
turn
had
because
Ours had the key that you put in the side of it, and then the went down and the glass went up in and opened it wide open.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's how we had to crawl into the back seat. That thing's a joy to wait for in the wintertime when it's 40 below.
8 hours later to circulate to the trunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is this, like I said before, like my dad's old S10 with those stupid little jump seats in the back? Only
Yeah.
one ass fit on. Those things were so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm going to head out.
Hey,
Okay.
David, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Have a great evening, David.
Bye, everybody in the chat.
I'm sorry I shit on Studebakers. I hope I didn't insult you, and that's why you're. I don't.
promise you that.
You've been risking enough of your channel lately. I don't want to add to the turmoil.
Yeah.
I've given up on that, Andrew. Not only are they disappearing, they're coming back and disappearing again.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, David, give Lindsay our best.
Mhm.
Will do. See you
Take
all
care,
tomorrow.
David.
Later,
See you,
David.
David.
Definitely got some zingers tonight, Andrew. I'll give you that.
This is where I take out my frustrations on the world. I don't want to. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, Andrew should have been a comedian.
You mean
Hey,
he
you remember-
isn't? Marcel, you mean he isn't?
No, not really.
Oh,
Hey, they said they were supposed to get rid of the dislike button the other day to where you couldn't see it, but it still shows up when I upload
That could
it.
take months before
yeah.
it transfers over.
I've only seen like
YouTube
I've only seen like 2 channels with that actually so far. One was out
never
of
launches.
Thailand and one was out of Japan. So
You got to have 50,000 million subscribers for that to work.
50,000 million.
Some crazy number.
No, it's for they just take their time. That stuff rolls out slowly. It can take a month. It can take 2 months. It wouldn't.
Well, from the email I got from YouTube, it said they were implementing it that day.
Yes, and then it slowly rolls out. That's YouTube. That's as YouTube as it gets. That's their way of. Yep.
You'll
It's
catch
not
on to you'll catch on to it one day, Justin. It'll take you a while, but
baby steps. Baby
I
steps.
understand it's a hard concept to
Baby
grip that it
steps.
didn't happen instantly with the
Yeah.
speed of technology these days. But
Guess my expectations are too high for you too.
You're expecting competency? Yes, way too high. That's not something they do very well.
I keep getting commercials now to go work for YouTube.
Hmm.
They're hiring.
They certainly are.
Don't even leave your home. Make this much extra money. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want to be any part of that freaking headache.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They could never hire enough to even do it properly. That's the sad part. There's
No, yeah, that's why I said if you imagine if YouTube was in fucking China, how much more shit they would have to deal with that many more people on their platform.
how
wouldn't
quickly they
even
could get
be-
shit done. It
yeah,
would be taken
yeah.
care of a lot faster than there.
It wouldn't even be a platform like this though.
Fucking
The way
sweatshop.
China
Yeah.
doesn't allow anything in and out and what's said is so.
No, but I mean, even if they did on that size, I mean, it's just the way the manpower is set up there. The power, they can do it a lot faster.
Fucking sweatshop of programmers.
That's how they do everything else. Why wouldn't they do it there?
All in for an issue, you got to get a translator.
Making your Nikes while they're reprogramming YouTube for you.
They-
There's a drone dude in the house. Yep.
Yeah, I was telling Jim that today. I was like, YouTube and Facebook aren't even in China. He goes, really? I said, yeah. So China don't allow them in there.
Well, there is, but they're really careful about it.
A booty. A booty. Starting to sound Canadian. A booty.
Eh?
What happened to Roger? Is he doing all right tonight? Where's he at?
You got a phone call.
He's on a secret mission.
Yeah.
Ooh. I knew he was a spy.
Kim ran out of toilet paper in the bathroom.
Roger's a spy. Oh my god, I could just see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to turn on the tape, get out the. Nah, that's too much trouble. They're not saying anything bad. So.
I see Roger with the license to kill this. Interesting. 007 in his Kia.
Well, guys, what do you think? You think we about shoot it out?
Your call, your show.
Yeah.
I think Mike's going to go live here pretty soon tonight.
Yeah, I think Andrews ran off enough of the.
My
Right.
people in my chats are a little bit different than that.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite work that way.
Shift on over.
This is like a Psychoset Lounge. Mike's more
Yeah.
like a death match comedy central.
This is way more me laid back than my own thing. I filter myself for these shows.
Mike's is like the girl and donkey show in Tijuana type of thing.
That's actually come up a few times.
More like 3 guys and 2 cups.
Oh, all right, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Hi, everybody. You have a great evening, and we'll see you all next time.
That's one way to get rid of Andrew.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody.